say, why does Bitcoin maxis hate on XRP so much, or other utility tokens? Do they think Bitcoin will replace the current system? They should know the entire world of value will be tokenized. Bitcoin only works if XRP wins. Think about it. The only way Bitcoin gets full-scale adoption and actually is utilized for all of the, applications that they want it to be is if it's on the XRPL and XRP settles all the Bitcoin transactions. They would hate that if you said it, but it is the truth. And they're like, oh, it only takes, 20 minutes to settle a transaction. How's that going to work at a coffee shop? You tell me. You're just going to stand there for 20 minutes while your payment settles? Get out of here. Nobody's doing that. That's why El Salvador ditched this thing. It's not, and you're, the Lightning Network. Okay, cool. Nice Band-Aid. Same thing as, Polygon. When your layer 1 doesn't work worth a crap, you have to put a layer 2 on top of it to make it work. And it's not going to happen. So, look, and I'm very educated when it comes to Bitcoin. I could argue the other way, and that's why I have an opinion. So, I'm with you. I think they're threatened by it, and that's why they get so defensive. And that's what I get that. I understand that, why you would react that way. We got Mike. He says, with the release of 1 billion escrow every month, will that not keep the crunch from happening, aka supply shock to XRP? Will 3,200 XRP be a decent amount and make some money? Couple good questions there, Mike. So, a billion doesn't actually move onto the market every month. A billion is released from the escrow. Ripple then determines how much they're going to put on the market. They've actually re-escrowed about 700 million out of each one of the distributions or the escrow releases this whole year. Excuse me. So what does that mean? Well, that 700 million goes back onto the end of the escrow to come out later. So only about 300 million have been put onto the market each month this year, and that's been able to maintain price stability. Ripple could at any time decide not to put it on the market. And that would benefit them because they hold a bunch of XRP, and it would increase their share price and their XRP holdings. So they could just decide to re-escrow the whole thing if they wanted to. If they want the price to move up, they would. Again, people are like, oh, well, if there's a centralized, party that controls, what the price is. Yeah, they kind of do. I'm not mad about it. But no, it won't. They do use that to hold price stability, but as soon as they need it to move, they can go the other way with it and not release any of it if they don't want to. And then the second part of your question.